Hi, I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. I'm called the Big Game Hunter because I've been hunting down leaders and staff organizations for more than 40 years. Now, quite a few years ago, I wrote an article that's all over the web called Phone Interviews, Prepare to Ace Them. I wrote it at a time when firms were first starting to use phone interviews as part of their repertoire for screening candidates. And most people made a lot of mistakes, and I tried to just give them some simple pointers. One of the pointers I gave them was don't use a mobile phone for an interview. And frankly, times have changed, and we have to kind of adapt with the times. So today I want to talk with you about mobile phone interviewing. And the tips for phone interviewing and mobile interviewing are generally the same. You rehearse, you research the firm, you talk to people beforehand and practice what you're going to say. You get to a place that's relatively quiet where you're not going to be interrupted, stuff along those lines. As a matter of fact, go look for the article, Phone Interviews, Prepare to Ace Them, on the web. You'll find it, I'm sure, and read that article. But now let's get to the point related to mobile interviews. Mobile interviews have one extra dynamic that's beyond your control, and that is you're dependent upon your carrier as to whether you're able to be heard clearly. And you have to remember, your voice is your primary sales tool. And if you're not going to be a place with good cellular reception, you're not going to have a good interview because the person on the other end of the phone is going to get distracted, annoyed, not pay attention, and do a variety of things that discount everything you say because they can't hear you. So just be aware. Look for places where you can actually get great cell service. If you're not sure, frankly, talk to a friend of yours from that place on your mobile. See what they tell you. Don't risk having a bad interview because you were too lazy to check whether that conference room in your office has good cell reception. Don't risk being rejected for a job that you really want because you didn't care enough and didn't take the time to check out how you sound over the phone. Practice not letting the phone slip under your chin. Like I was talking to a friend of mine earlier today. She had just come back from a trip, and there were times where her phone, you knew she wasn't paying attention to where the phone had slipped, and I couldn't hear a word she said. And I have to say, excuse me, could you move the phone back to your mouth? You don't want to be in that position where an interview's on the line because you don't know whether this is going to be the job you really want. So again, pick a spot where you'll have great reception, where no one will have to strain to hear any words you say in a normal tone of voice. Number 2, practice. Practice holding your phone in a way that's comfortable for you during an interview. Practice in a way that your answers come across very clearly. And lastly, check out the place that you're going to interview. Okay? So if you like today's tip, come over to my website, jeffaltman.com. I've got more videos there. Sign up for a complimentary subscription to my e-zine, which is called No BS Job Search Advice e-zine. I publish it on Tuesdays with advice for job hunters. And while you're at the site, you can read a lot of the articles I've written for it in the past. There are more than 50 sites where you can post your resume. Access to easy-to-work-with career builder links on the homepage. Job Search Universe is on the homepage as well, and Indeed is on the links page, both of which are sites where you can search thousands of other sites concurrently for job leads. You can also find out about my books and guides to job hunting, as well as other people's books, all of which are available on Amazon. Hope you found today's tip helpful. Hope you have a great day. Take care.